Hi, I'm going to quickly show you around the newGena Pro Power Blender. First thing that's different to the previous newGena is that there's a sound reduction cover, so that when you're blending something really tough that makes a lot of noise, you can close the hatch on that and it's quieter running in there. Let's take a look at the jug. It's a nice square jug, which means that the ingredients will turn over well inside, and inside is a very flat blade, 4-point blade in there, and up the sides you've got cups and ounces on one side of the jug, and on the other side you've got millilitres down the side. A very important feature with power blenders is the quality of the lid on the jug and how easy that is to get on and off. It's very easy with the newGena Pro Power Blender. The lid comes off very simply. It's got a good lip around the edge of the rubber lid, so that when you push that in it won't come out and you can very easily lift it off. If you've got a lot of contents in the jug and you want to really secure it down, there's an extra clip on both sides. That will clip in one side, clip in the other side. Now with 2 litres of water in the jug you can pick that up and the jug won't come away from the lid. And when you're ready to pull it off, you just pull that. Very easy to get off. On some other blenders it can be quite difficult to get the lid away from the jug. The lid has 2 configurations. One is with the centre plug removed. This is for when you want to use the tamper stick, so that can fit through the middle, and the tamper stick has a stopper on it so that you can't hit the blade with your stick, but it does drive things right down as close to the blade as you can go. If you're not using the tamper stick, you've got your lid plug which goes in the middle, fits in like that, and then that stops any liquid coming out the top of the jug when you're blending. Now inside the newGena, the centering pad that holds the jug steady on here is a solid stainless steel plate in here, so you've got a very robust plate, and there's a unique little feature here which is a sensor that detects when the jug is in place. So on the bottom of the jug there are 4 points, so that when you pop the jug in, as that jug sets down on the centering pad, the machine recognises that the jug is in place. That way, if you're running the machine, the very second you lift the jug, the power to the motor is cut. It's a good safety feature and it reduces the wear on the drive shaft of the jug. Additional safety features on the newGena Pro Power Blender are a hard on-off switch at the side. This is covered by a waterproof housing for extra safety, so the machine has to be on here, as well as having to have the jug pressing down the sensor on the top of the pad before you can use the machine. You've also got at the rear of the machine a resettable fuse inside the machine, as well as the standard fuse and the British standard plug that's fitted at the end of the power cord. The top part of the panel, the digital control panel, has 9 buttons, the first of which is the simple on-off button. That will activate the top part of the panel. At any time, if we turn the blender on with the manual control, then that will always override the digital panel. You've got a continue button. The continue button will just run the blender continuously, and that will run the blender at the speed set by the variable speed control. So if you want to start the blender at a low speed and use the manual control to bring the speed up, then you would just press continue, bring the speed up, and when you're done you press the on-off button again to turn it off. You've also got an 8-second, 12-second, 30-second and 60-second button. All of those buttons ramp the speed up over a few seconds to the maximum speed set on your variable speed controller, and then count down the time in seconds indicated on the panel. So if you want to rev up to maximum speed for 30 seconds, then you'd set the variable speed controller to maximum, and that will run it for 30 seconds. You've also got a pulse button for high speed and a pulse button at low speed, which is 60%, and an ice crushing button that will run the blender for half-second impulses with 2 seconds pauses, and then run continuously. To turn the blender off, you simply press the on-off button, and now the machine is off.